I might get lucky over there. Let's see what there is. Hey everyone, it's Roberto with Berto's Bird Life, and I'm in San Francisco right now. I am continuing my search for as many bird species as possible to beat my previous scores of the last 2 years. So going for a goal of over 393. I am currently at Star King Open Space, and I am seeing some things. I started out at 98 species before I came out here, but it's been really hard to not get stuff when I'm not even out birding because the Bay Area is teeming with bird life. So I'm kind of on a roll right now. I'm definitely over 100, but let's see what I can get. Star King Open Space is a tiny urban park. I did not end up getting anything on camera besides this red-tailed hawk perched in a tree. However, the next location I went to yielded a plethora of birds. Kind of just walking around San Francisco, checking out different hotspots. My target birds are birds I can't see in New Mexico, and I am getting a few. I just got some western gulls. Those are really common out here, the most abundant gull you can see here in the Bay Area. I just got a greater scop, great footage of that. I know it's a greater over a lesser because this bird is perfectly relaxed, so you can really see the larger head at the front of the face, and it was just chilling out in the Cove, out in the open water. That's another indicator. Greater scops prefer larger bodies of open water and salt water over the lesser. So I'm glad I got that one. That one's not very common in New Mexico. Ooh, another experience I wanted to mention. There was a Cooper's hawk. I believe it was a male because he looked kind of small. And it was really spooking this big flock of American widgeons, as well as some rock pigeons, and it kept moving back and forth, and the widgeons were definitely pretty agitated, but that was pretty neat to see. I don't think a Cooper's hawk could take a widgeon, but you never know. I'm at Crane Cove Park right now, and I just got some nice footage of a couple sandpiper species. Got some really nice looks at a spotted sandpiper. You can ID that one pretty easily from the others by the way it shakes its butt. And there's 3 least sandpipers with it, which are really easy to ID when you get a good look because it has some yellow greenish legs compared to a lot of the other sandpipers that are about that size. So, good find. The next day, I decided to hit the beach to increase my chances of seeing more West Coast specialties. It started out slow, but my patience was soon rewarded. I'm at Ocean Beach, San Francisco right now, one day later, and I'm not seeing a whole lot out here. Not much else other than western gulls. Does look like a big large group of shorebirds where there seems to be a drop in people, so I might get lucky over there. Let's see what there is. The large group of shorebirds turned out to be this big flock of sanderlings, another type of sandpiper that likes to chase the waves, picking out tiny invertebrates from the wet sand. I also spotted another gull species, a short-billed gull, which is a common winter resident. It is much smaller than the western gull. I actually ended up seeing lots of short-billed gulls. In fact, I think the short-billed gull may have even been the most abundant gull at the beach. I also found another big flock of shorebirds that I was hoping to see. Snowy plovers. I counted 59 individuals in these little indents in the sand before the flock got spooked. Finally got some birds I was hoping for. Right behind me there is a flock of snowy plovers hanging out with a group of sanderlings. It was really interesting. They're resting in these indents in the sand. That's where they like to roost. And they found a nice secluded spot in the dunes behind me. And I did get better footage because they were moving around more, which was cool. But that's really unfortunate. If you saw the dog behind me, it chased them. I'm hoping they go back to where they were so they can continue roosting, but I have a soft spot for the plovers just because they are a threatened species, so I like to let them roost wherever they can. So looks like they're going back, but this dog unfortunately is still chasing them, so we'll see. Hopefully they get a chance to take a break. According to allaboutbirds.org, the snowy plover population on the Pacific coast is federally listed as threatened. Concerns include habitat disturbances from coastline development and recreation on beachfronts. During the nesting season, they are extremely sensitive to disturbances, such as nests being stepped on, eggs being taken, crushed by horses or vehicles, and off-leash dogs. In some areas, nesting success has increased by blocking access to beaches. While Ocean Beach itself is a public beach and having dogs off-leash is totally allowed here, this moment serves as a reminder of the disturbance an off-leash pet can have on a threatened species, and why wildlife needs to have its space too. After making my way to the northern end of the beach, I cut through a parking lot, seeing some Brewer's blackbirds, a glaucous wing gull, a huge group of brown-headed cowbirds, and an unusually friendly red-winged blackbird. But this wasn't just any red-winged blackbird. A really cool thing happened. I found a red-winged blackbird. And at first glance, you think it's just any old red-winged blackbird, but then I took a closer look and realized it didn't have that yellowish color, and it is knowingly my first ever bicolored red-winged blackbird subspecies, which is a subspecies of red-winged blackbird that totally lacks that yellowish color on the wing. It's just the red and then black. Alright, so I'm sitting here just taking in the view of the Pacific Ocean. There's a bunch of surf scoters out right now, a lot of Brandt's cormorants, a few black oyster catchers. I just saw my first ever red-throated loon in California. I've seen them a lot in Maine, so not completely a lifer, but California lifer. That was pretty sweet. And I'm just taking in the views of the Pacific Ocean right now. It is so gorgeous out, and I couldn't have asked for a better day here, just being out in the wilderness, birding all day, doing what I love most. priceless. I left San Francisco with a yearless total of 125 species, which included many West Coast specialties, as well as birds that are rare elsewhere. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting a new video every Friday. Thanks for watching Birdo's Bird Life. Happy birding!